Mayday.
Mainstream definitely called it. He was like, these women is about to bleed a lot. Like, yo. And right after that, you just saw Shorty just leaking.
Like, I saw it coming, bro.
Nah, this is bad.
After the first wave, so way back when Tony got hit with a heel when this girl turned on her, and she was leaking red. And I'm like, yo, nah. Tony Storm is on next level. She's allowing herself to bleed this much, so I knew this was gonna be bad. I knew it was gonna. I just don't know who's gonna win, to be honest with you. Because she had it for like a long ass time already and beat Tony Ford.
Okay.
Then they had a Grand Slam Australia. It was like their big special TV special in Australia where Tony Storm is from. She won it back from her. Yeah. So the moment she won it back from her, it was like, oh shit, is this it?
Yo, don't let me put this shit on right when the fucking the whole thing is about to be off.
I'm sitting there.
Breast and 1, 2.
I'm probably nice and good.
She is actually mad.
Yo,
bottom heavy.
Yes.
Like,
yes,
dang.
That's what I'm saying. Jada Parker, yeah, I get you. But nah, bro. She thought.
Jada Parker's more proportioned.
Oh shit, that's the shoe I was talking about.
She's like, nah, get the hell out of here.
Because that's the same shoe she used on her.
Damn.
Nigga, you want to get hit with irony? No. not on pay-per-view. I don't want to get hit with irony.
Oh.
Nigga, she just did a curb stomp in the fucking belt. She's going to whip her in with it? Yes, she is.
Oh.
On the hard side, too. Yes, JR, I love that call.
What do you say?
Whip her like a government mule.
Yo, I miss his commentary.
I love that call.
What?
I love that.
Nobody on WWE is doing it like him. I'm sorry. Damn. Yo, remember that whip that Bianca gave Liv in the Elimination Chamber? Yo, we heard that in THX.
Yo.
I
text my mans. I was like, yo, bro, flashbacks. Like the PTSD hit me different.
Son,
like getting out of line, bro. I was like, oh, no, I'm sorry.
That whip was for Roots. that shit. That was Chris Tucker and Rush Hour. This one's for Mandela.
I'm dead. Uh-oh.
Damn.
That was close. Yo. Where's the blood coming from, bro?
Okay, so when women reach a certain age, what's going to happen is... You asked me.
Yo, I fucking can't stand you, bro. I really cannot stand you. Yo.
I mean, I'm just trying to...
Appreciate the commentary. If you're new here, you know, we give you every bit of everything here at Belt to Belt Podcast, you know? Anatomy, too. You know, just keep watching. Unbelievable. Are they going to put it through the table? Yes, sir. Give me the table spot. Power driver. Power bomb. Power bomb?
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Fuck, bro. Fuck. CTE, man. It's a real thing.
Oh, shit.
She's done.
So she retains it. Okay.
How do you feel about that one?
Shit. Yeah, they got it. Damn. That was a crazy battle.
You think the audio will pick up a lot of the pay-per-view in it? But you probably hear us more though, right? That's dope.
What?
How it says the Hollywood ending with the camera shot just now, that was fun.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun.
I don't think enough credit goes to like a lot of the new camera angles that they've been really experimenting with.
Not at all. Like fucking, I was telling Yano they pulled out drones during Raw. He was in shock.
Did they?
Yeah, bro. They have drones going through, even especially when Jey Uso comes out.
Oh yeah, that's true. No, what I can't wait for is for the new 2K games to have that.
Oh, the control.
Not the control. When they do the storyline, when you do My Rise.
Oh yeah.
And you have the scene where you're walking to the ring and you're doing the commentary.
Mm.
Fam, as your created character.
Next level.
Oh man, stop.
Next level.
Oh. That should be a segment too, where when we get the game and we showcase our interests.
That'd be dope. That'd be definitely
because you know me, I blow the budget with every single pyrotechnic they got. Give me that.
This thing the worst.
Yo,
man.
my shit is Batista,
you could never
Cody,
you could never do my
Shawn Michaels, all in one.
You could never do my GM, bro. You blow the budget on pyro alone. Like, where's the wrestling?
Y'all want a show?
Y'all want to? Here's the 4th of July. The wrestling.
Son, I might just throw that up anyway. Like, I'm gonna show y'all my 2K24 one.
Yeah, why not? Put that on the channel.
I still have
Instagram.
it. Yeah. I have that, and I have the one that I created for Star.
Oh shit, the big match is coming up.
More? Wait, I thought that was it.
Bro, the world title match hasn't even happened yet.
So wait, what? This is the Intercontinental? How many?
So this is the international championship.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna need y'all to not with the belts.
I can't wait.
Y'all motherfuckers just be making.
This is his first time watching AEW. He's already called out that AEW has too many belts. I just put that out.
Fam, CEO had like 4 already. Like,
only one of those that were theirs, okay? Just one of those. One of those. So just little background story on the international championship. It was originally called the All-American Championship, but through some mumbo jumbo of wrestling,
WWE, they have theirs kind of.
So international, but it was driven to the idea of being able to, it wrestles at AEW, it's AEW's belt, but it can go to other places and people can defend it. Like, they'll take it to Japan, the champion will take it to Canada. Like the champion who's fighting tonight, Konosuke Takeshita, he's wrestled in Japan, Europe, Canada, like all over basically, to prove that. But the guy he's fighting was the guy who also discovered him many, many moons ago when he first came up. Okay. So this is a big thing, on top of the fact that he's like, I can't really describe Kenny Omega. There's no description for who Kenny Omega is.
I've heard some things.
What's the best way I can describe Kenny Omega? Imagine, like, there's no real way to describe Kenny Omega, man.
Just for the name alone, they should do a KO match. Kenny Omega versus Kevin Owens.
I think it may have happened. But not with the names, because Kevin Owens used to be Kevin Steen. But yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, now, seriously though, what I was going to say when you was giving me the rundown on the belts, as somebody who studies all different franchises, different wrestling companies, do you think that is kind of like, not necessarily a catch-22, but do you think that there's more negatives than positives when you expand the competition outside of the brand itself? Because imagine being in a wrestling company. Mm-hmm. We've seen plenty of times where there's really good talent, and they're overshadowed because there's just more talent, or there's just a greater storyline with other people, so they're getting sidelined. Now, maximize that by different countries. Mm-hmm. Now I gotta worry about a motherfucker over here in Singapore. It's like, yo, fam, I'm still battling the motherfucker in Seattle.
So here's the funny part about that. I'm glad you mentioned that, because a lot of the times with AEW, you get lost in how many people they're connected with. Like I was talking about New Japan. Kenny Omega originally started in New Japan. He helped create AEW along with Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks. Okay. So the general idea was like, when Kenny Omega goes, New Japan's going to suffer, which they did briefly, but they had other people. Okay. But still, now there's like, not everybody wants to go to WWE anymore. Now there's another American company. So now there's more New Japan guys coming to AEW. You'll see him. I don't think he's wrestling. No, he's not. Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, shit, there's like 3 more matches. I just reminded you.
I got shit to do. Like,
there's like 3 more
matches. I got homework I got to do.
There's 3 more matches, bro. So you'll see another guy, Will Ospreay.
I've heard so many things about him.
Oh, my God, you're getting a Will Ospreay match.
Okay.
You want to call about homework? That's homework you can watch.
Damn. I ain't getting no degree from this, but I bet.
Will Ospreay came from there. Kazuchika Okada, legend New Japan. He's now in AEW. So, yeah, it does hurt. But when you're coming out with a new brand that is rival to WWE, those connections are important. They're so important.
From a business standpoint, it makes sense because you're expanding the brand
Yeah,
and your marketing. But as a wrestler, you've now increased my competition tenfold.
Yeah. Shit, that's why the whole drama came out about Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay was in a whole supposed like bid war between WWE and AEW. The idea was Will Ospreay was afraid of the WWE grind. You know, they only get like a few days off. With AEW, it's only you're either wrestling on Wednesday or you're wrestling on Saturday, and maybe an occasional Sunday for pay-per-view. So it came to a situation where there was generally a bad mouthing between Will Ospreay and Triple H. So Triple H, I don't know, you may have saw it somewhere online like months ago. You know, where you get, he's on Pat McAfee show talking about, you get certain wrestlers who, they run from the grind. Well, Ospreay get a promo the very next week on Wednesday saying, I never ran from the grind. I live in Europe, but AEW made it easy for me to travel from Europe 18 hours every week to show up on Wednesday on time to wrestle, because sometimes wrestle again on Thursday to go back to Europe for an 18-hour flight back. That is the grind. So there was always been this back and forth about it. Ospreay was on Chris Van Vliet recently and said the same thing. He was like, the grind is real. I know Triple H was talking about me, but my grind is different. His wrestlers live in America. I don't live here. So
now, I'm glad you said that because that's always been something that I was curious about when it comes to that point in time in WWE when you started to have like the actual like disperse.
Yeah.
You had Monday Night Raw, you had SmackDown being two different entities. Now, wouldn't that decrease the grind a little bit? Because back in the days, it used to be, motherfucker, you was wrestling Monday Night Raw, and then you was coming back for Thursday Night SmackDown before it became Friday.
You sprinkle a house show in there.
Yeah, you sprinkle a house show in there, then you sprinkle a pay-per-view event, not the PLE. So doesn't the grind decrease a little bit? Because now I have to just wrestle once a week if we're not talking about a PLE week.
Just about.
So was that not to like help out the wrestler? Because at the end of the day, they're an investment.
That's the important part.
If I exert you too far, number one,
you got to speak up.
You got to speak up. But number one, it's a risk because we're building you up for a main attraction. We can't have you doing too many matches in a position where you could get too banged up. And even if you're not so injured that you're not cleared, you may not be well enough to put on the show that we know you could.
And now you're losing dates. Now we're losing money because people are expecting to see you wrestle.
So now that brings me into another point. Now with that being said, do you look at, or did you ever look at Roman Reigns differently? Because he's one of the biggest attractions, if not the biggest attraction. I'm not gonna say the only. He's the biggest. No. Because you still got other. You still got the female divisions. We're gonna get into that. But when it comes to Roman Reigns, he's part-time, basically. He shows up every once in a while.
Yeah.
But he's, aside from the leukemia, he's in peak physical shape every time he's ready to wrestle.
Very true.
So, how do you feel about that?
I don't know. It's tough because I see it in different ways. Mainly because one, Roman and that whole character of what he became a tribal chief carried the entire fucking pandemic. Excuse my French.
I wasn't here for that. So all of this, I'm due to.
He carried the entire pandemic with the tribal chief. Imagine the tribal chief, storyline, bloodline storyline, in one central space for what felt like 2 years in one arena. No crowd reactions really like that. Even with the fake video screens, it didn't really work. But no real crowd reaction. But he was able to build up his character because there was nobody who naturally say, "Oh, this shit sucks," or "Oh, you suck, bro." He was able to build his character up. I think at this point, all that time, while also having leukemia basically looming around him still, nah, bro. I miss Roman. He can take his time. Build somebody up.
Who would you have build up?
That's tough. Because my thing is, I see how you see it. A lot of these wrestlers are investments. The toughest part about those investments is you look at their age. I didn't realize LA Knight is 45 years old, bro.
Is he?
Yo, I'm 40-something. That's like, whatever camera's on. Is it on? No, it's not. Okay. The audio hear me.
That you
With
know
DJ
what?
mainstream not knowing how old somebody is.
Hold on. That makes perfect sense because that is what old motherfuckers say. Let me talk to you. Hold on, come on, son. Let me talk to you. Let me tell you about Pearl Harbor.
He is 42 years old.
Son.
My thing is, Damian Priest is up there. He's in his late 30s, early 40s. Honestly, the new prime for me in wrestlers used to be in 30s. I think now it's in the 40s. Because now you got Punk who's in his freaking 50s. About to be in his 50s.
I don't know about prime.
No.
That's a stretch.
Look at Bobby Lashley. We just
That's different. There's levels.
We hurt people, man.
There's levels.
In our 50s.
We hurt people.
In our 50s.
CM got hurt. Came in just tricep gone.
Oh shit. Yeah,
like it wasn't even a one-on-one.
Listen, Roy Rumble's a dangerous, bro. What are you talking about? There's a lot of people in there. It's a lot of niggas in one space. And it's 16 by 16. It's a lot of niggas.
It was one move. It wasn't even like it was a whole lot of gang shit and they just stomped him out. It was a move. Wasn't it a move that he did? He was trying to inflict pain on somebody else.
I'm still in audio, right? Good. This is DJ Mainstream, whose nickname is Voice of the Voiceless, patent pending. Not trying to defend CM Punk. I'm just saying Royal Rumbles are big multi-man matches. It happens. He lost some time here, though. That's the bad thing. He didn't lose some time. Damn, Don Callis. That's crazy, bro. That's wild. They used to be partners and shit. That's wild.
Okay.
So he feels petty about it. Him being bad. Stupid. He's an idiot. Don Callis.
Where is his facial hair? He looks like
Don Callis?
He looks like a Vienna sausage. Like there's just no. What the hell? Like he looked like he got waxed. Like what the?
Yo, I know the camera's only on him right now, but
what
listen,
happened?
His content alone is gonna drive a channel. Just to let you know.
Yo, answers I need, man. What happened?
Yo, I can't with you, bro.
You just wake up and leave the house like that?
Weak. Yo, that's Don Callis.
Okay.
Legend though, but he's an asshole. He's a legend. I was telling you, he's an asshole.
Okay, so you were talking about age.
Yeah. It's tough because honestly, you want to build. For me, I always said when it comes to, because I've had my experience on attempting to start a wrestling company. You build a wrestling company on three things. When it comes to wrestling wise, a good group of veterans. Those
bad chicks. No,
I'm talking.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. We're not in the
all genders here.
Businessman era.
All right. No, we're not. All genders here.
Okay.
A good group of veterans.
Okay.
Some young guys that are about to hit that next point.
Mm-hmm.
And then those third ones, there's like the prospects that you can build and train around that can come up the system that people can watch. With WWE, they're doing it perfectly with the WWE ID and the Evolve system and whatnot. But when you're on the road now with John Cena's about to retire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who were we just talking about?
We were talking about Roman Reigns. We were talking about LA Knight.
So Roman is Roman's on that road. You can tell he's on that road to get to movies and shit like that. I want to kind of say the same thing about Punk is kind of on that road where he's probably going to go back to being GM and shit. Probably run NXT. That's what I think his next step is, running NXT, taking over for Shawn Michaels.
No.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No. You may not know. Oh yeah.
Why do you say that?
Yeah. So no one saw kayfabe terms. No one saw D-Generation X taking over WWE in the year of 2025, but here we are, right?
Okay, fine. That's true.
Triple H and Shawn Michaels not going to be able to do it forever. They're older than damn selves. Someone's going to take the reins.
But you're saying that with another old person, maybe not as old as the people that you were...
Not as old, but also has made money for the company overall in the past. Okay. Look at the timeline of how they're choosing their CEOs and people who are figureheads in WWE. It went from Vince to Triple H, 14-time world champion. This is what there was the rumors proposed that the internet is saying and whatnot. The next person liable in line to take over Triple H's spot is Seth Rollins. He's learning to become an agent. someone has to run the developmental system. Someone who is interested in trying to build. In AEW, for a while, Collision was CM Punk's show. The guy David Zaslav from WB knew how much Punk can make in wrestling. So it was like, nah, here's your own show. Do what you want with it. That's how he became good friends with Ricky Saints. See how the dots connected? Oh, I'm going to go back to WWE now. Yeah, here's the fucking check. Do what you want. His next step is taking over NXT. I promise you. So he can run NXT the way he almost ran AEW Collision. Which honestly is some of the best television AEW had on Saturdays.
Okay.
Listen,
keep in mind, I'm very new to AEW. Mm-hmm. You know how special NXT has a place in my heart. For those of you guys who don't know, the reason why I even came back into wrestling was because mainstream just kept telling me about how good wrestling has gotten over the years. I'm just like, okay, it's cool. I remember, I think everybody was a big wrestling fan growing up. Yeah. But eventually, you grow up, you're an adult, you got other things to take care of. It wasn't until he showed me a match with Nikita Lyon.
My biggest mistake.
And Caden Carter.
Yeah.
It was over. It was that. It's like, oh, this is what they doing now? All right. Because we had Lita, we had Trish Stratus, we had Stacy Keibler, we had Tori.
Shout out to Stacy Keibler.
Beautiful, great, athletic, covered, checked all the boxes.
Yep.
He wasn't thick. We like him a certain way around here. So when I saw all of that,
talk about it. Talk about it.
When I saw all that sanitation, that dump truck, I was like, yo, oh shit. Things done changed around here. Oh, we on. We back.
You get us canceled.
So, okay. With that being said, though, seriously.
For those who don't know, he's talking about the legendary cake-off that happened on NXT. Go ahead, continue.
Definitely.
It was called the cake-off for a while.
I love their matches because not even, all jokes aside, yes, they're very attractive and all that stuff, correct, but they actually did have a really decent cohesion. Like the in-betweens when they're trying to wrestle and they're showing off their technicalities and stuff like that, it was actually pretty even.
Yeah.
For Caden to be so underweight compared to Nikita, they could hold their own against each other very well.
We're still calling her Nikita.
Deadass, yeah, that's her name. I don't even know. Faithy J, all that. No, Nikita Lyons. That's what you put on your damn driver's license. It is what it is. But no, in all seriousness, you know CM Punk and what he did with AEW Collision.
Yes.
Can you honestly, with a straight face, because remember, I'm trusting your word.
Okay.
Can you honestly, with a straight face, say that is going to be better? CM Punk would be doing better with NXT than what Shawn Michaels is doing with NXT right now.
No. There's a reason why.
Okay.
Because Shawn Michaels is a company man, he's been there for a while. CM Punk is just getting his feet wet to the point of knowing WWE's procedures. What Shawn Michaels is doing right now in honestly in NXT is fucking legendary. Yo, I don't know. I know we're giving him a lot of credit, but between their scouting and how they're booking certain, I will go on record. I know I'm on camera saying it now. NXT has the best women's division in professional wrestling. Better than AEW. Better than WWE's main roster. I will hold it. Let me get you to understand what he's doing with Stephanie Van Kerr, Julia, Jada Parker, which again, Jada Parker wasn't even originally in wrestling. If I'm not mistaken, she was doing track and field.
Possibly. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Kalani Jordan,
she was like LSU.
Yeah, Kalani Jordan was gymnastics. These are women. Lola Vice was doing UFC. Like, these are women who are coming in different backgrounds, who are learning the WWE way, and are doing it at an accelerated pace. Mm-hmm. Where I get it. We have your established veterans in WWE, and we have your established veterans in AEW, but I'm sorry, youth wins. And when I'm seeing Jada Parker sitting there and saying, you know what time it is?
This is why I hate to localize the show right now. But one of the biggest reasons why I love Jada Parker so much is because originally she's supposed to be from Florida, correct?
Yeah.
Anybody who's from New York, especially from Queens, you will attest to this. You watch enough of her promos, you watch enough of her wrestling. You can't tell me she's not a Queens chick. At her core, all her promos, it sounds like this is not This is not her trying to put on.
No.
Like you know. Yeah. This is not the gimmick. This sounds like her. She sounds like she is from Rosedale. She sounds like she's from Laurelton. She sounds like she's from Cambridge. She sounds like she comes from a good family that has decent money, but she has family members and goes to school and has friends with people who are hood. So it's like, you try me if you want to, but don't let this nice 401k that my parents have fool you. I will come outside with the baseball bat like, what's up? So I love that about her.
Someone used to, on the internet, they would say she's Nunu with the hands.
I love it. Whoever that person was, I love it. I love it.
That's Nunu with the hands. I was like, yo.
Facts.
I was like, she never get her chase that, but she'll snatch you.
Okay, no. Okay, but circling back to what you just said, it gives me a good point, because you were talking about how Stephanie Becerra came in and what Shawn Michaels is trying to do. Yeah. Now, do you agree with that? Because, and I know we're talking about a lot of WWE while we got a whole AEW, and this is mad disrespect, but we're going to come back to this.
This is a wrestling show.
True. But this brings up a good point to me, because I remember there was a couple of interviews that Stone Cold did when he was having an issue with Vince McMahon and why he left. Because he was saying, I didn't want to give my belt up to Brock Lesnar because this motherfucker is new.
Yes.
Who is he? He has to work his way up to get to me, which makes sense, and that's fair. So now, with that being said, how do you feel about what Shawn Michaels is doing with Julia, with Stephanie Becerra? Because they skipped the line. And now I get it. If you want to sign me, you got to make it tangible. You got to make it realistic. What am I getting just signing up to you? Yes, I get eyes. Yes, this is, NXT, and then you get, called up, SmackDown, Raw. Okay, but what else am I getting? Like, I'm not going to just keep sitting here doing preliminaries, one-on-ones. Like, I got to get something. And that's cool for the Stephanie Becerras, for the Julias. But now what happens with the Gigi Dolans? What happens with the Jada Parkers, the Lola Vices? What happens with the Ariana Graces? What happened to all of them that now have to get bucked back? Because, let's be honest, Soul Ruka and all of the rest of them, what was it, that 6-woman ladder match?
Yeah.
Lash? Soul and Jada had perfect opportunities to take that. So now, how do you feel about that?
You talking about the ladder match at Battleground?
I believe so. Yeah.
That was at the Vegas show, right?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
That's when I knew Jada came out. That was Jada Parker's coming out party, bro.
Yeah.
That was Jada Parker's coming out party. I knew she was ready for that main event at that point.
I knew she was ready when she was with OTM. I was just like, I don't know who these extras are behind her, but get them the fuck out of here.
Jada Parker.
You got scripts.
Nah, no.
With his calligraphy at. Yo, get the font nigga out here. All right.
Mark was my guy. I watched him come up.
All respect, but you can always see who's the star in a group, in a faction. It's never too hard.
I was gonna say, shout out to our producer. Y'all know this is Swiss Visuals Production. Shout out to Swiss Visuals.
Oh yeah, definitely shout out to that.
Yeah. Yo, you want this one on, or we leave it off? Yeah, I guess so. I'm noticing the camera. Oh, this thing is disrespectful.
Well, damn.
Where that power button?
Oh, there we go. Now it's a party.
That was a party. I'm dead. Honestly, so let me use your question with a statement.
Okay. Usually the way questions go.
Shut up, stupid ass. There's a statement I've been wanting to say, and I'm glad. It's like the shit that I wanted to say on Twitter coming out now. I like it, but I don't like it. I like WWE Evolve. Have you watched Evolve yet?
I haven't started yet.
Okay.
That's my homework. I'm gonna get caught up on all of it. The LFG,
I haven't watched LFG. I was thinking to like in-ring stuff that I actually enjoy watching. Like Evolve was good because somebody got a commentator spot. Shout out to Peter Rosenberg. He got his commentator spot, and shout out to Robert Stone as well, who's on there, who gets to talk about his wrestling come up. What I don't like about it is the fact that someone else called it out. Ridley Reese, who's an NXT star in a sense, she was doing some background stuff. She kind of got like the short end of the stick because people were calling her out for looking like Thea Hale. Understandable.
Yeah.
But, in that sense, he's tried to mix it up a little bit because now Thea Hale's not even on TV. But Ridley Reese is about to get featured on Evolve. That shouldn't be the case. Because now that also means the more and more you're spotlighting the Stephanie Becerras, the Julias, the women will have that established name. Because even Zarya has it, but they haven't used it.
I think they're gonna use her going forth for a tag team title
with her soul. That's what I'm thinking too. Yeah. Which is not a bad choice. I feel like, and now you got Jordan Grace coming. I feel like, yes, I love the mix of, because I see exactly Triple H's formula. Let me explain to you Triple H's formula.
Okay.
Finishing my thought. I get what they're trying to do by using the veterans to mix them with the rookies in a sense and to come up, but don't oversaturate it with so many women from the outside coming in. That's why I feel like there's a point where you have to stop the recruiting process. If you're going to treat WWE as a sports company, recruiting happens between April and August because in the winter, that's when everybody's locked in on their TVs anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So don't oversaturate it. WrestleMania's coming up. Stop getting more women to put in NXT. Stop putting more wrestlers in NXT. Let Kalani and Jada Parker and what's my guy's name? Matter of fact, fuck that. Let Fraxium cook with some of those younger guys. I know they're beating everybody now, but if that's the case, call them up. Get those titles to Hank and Tank or somebody. I don't know. But don't leave them in a stopgap. Or do what they did. Same thing they did to Carmelo Hayes. Same thing they do to Trick Williams. Turn them heel and they let them go through the roster again. Bro, that's whack. That's whack. That's whack to me. I feel like there should be a balance and something to look forward to when you're on the main roster and in NXT. NXT should be your way to get up to the main roster with most of the rookies. If you're not going to treat it as a third brand, then treat it as a developmental. Stop having so many of those new guys coming in. That's my number one.
I agree.
But if it's going to be a third brand, which I think it is, bro, till the wheels fall off. Let Finn Balor come down here. Give me some Finn Balor down here at NXT with the Demon. Bring the Demon back. Give me that.
You know, coming back, that was a pretty good move. Now, coming back to what you said with Seth Rollins trying to take over, that actually, in perspective, makes sense because back when he won the new heavyweight championship, that new belt that came out.
It's mark my words on camera. I'm getting by the time end of this year on camera. I'm saying it. I'm gonna have the World Heavyweight Championship right here. Deadass, I'm getting it. I'm getting the commemorative one too.
You already know how I do.
Oh yeah, shout out to
Rebel right here.
Yeah.
Anyway,
championship.
But
shout out to Cope coming up next.
In perspective, I like that. It makes sense because I think people overlook Seth being the MVP.
Yes.
When people think of Seth and they think of MVP, I think they immediately go to WrestleMania 40.
Yes.
Which is great, and that's true. But I think people overlook the fact that if it wasn't for Seth Rollins, we would not have the mesh going on with NXT and SmackDown and Raw, because he was the first one that came to come down. He was giving Carmelo Hayes the look, and after that, it just started snowballing. You just started seeing mad people just everywhere. So I can see Seth in that position. Mm-hmm. I think it'll be interesting because I told you, Seth is the rebel out of everybody. He's not a heel. He's not a face. He's going to do everything to his morality code. And sometimes that's going to make him look like the bad guy, and sometimes he's going to be cheered for it. But that's still his path, and he's going to feel the way he feels. It's not going to be so cookie cutter like you got Cody and you got Drew McIntyre.
Right. So you know who's the bad guy and who's the good guy between them two.
Right.
Shout out to Kenny. This man here. This man came back from tuberculosis. That almost killed him. The shit Brock Lesnar had years back.
The hell?
Yeah, they took out, I think it was 10 feet of intestine out of his stomach because it got so cancerous it would have killed him. So that man has 10 foot less of intestine in his stomach, and he's wrestling right now. I don't want to hear shit about what you do in your life. Get your shit together. Get your shit together. Kenny Omega's out here wrestling in the middle of a fucking Staples Center